Welcome back to 3 Shoe 1. Make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, and smash that like button. Now let's get into the video. Today we're taking a look at the Undefeated Nike Dunk Low in the 5 On It colorway. This shoe is part of the second drop in the Undefeated Dunks vs Air Force 1 pack, which is dropped on the Undefeated website, and this is the first of the packs which is also dropped on the Sneakers app. Now, taking a look at the box, we can see a military blue box with the Dunk vs Air Force 1 logo on top in white. As we flip the box to its side, we can see more of the blue coloring along with an Undefeated logo on the left and the Nike logo on the right. Next, we can see the box label, which tells us some more information about the shoe. These Dunks were released on August 6, 2021 for a retail price of $120. Before we get any further, take a second to leave your opinion on the shoe in the comments below, along with a like on this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Now let's get into the shoe. Getting to the shoe, we can see that it is primarily broken down into two colors, signal blue, which is similar to the box, along with night purple. As we go from the bottom of the shoe to the top, we can see that the soles are night purple. The mudguard near the front of the shoe is made up of a unique signal blue snakeskin with a rough texture. Next, the quarter panel in the middle of the shoe is in the night purple color, which matches with the sole of the shoe. Towards the back, we can see the heel, which is signal blue featuring the Undefeated logo in white. Finally, on the side of the shoe, the swoosh is the same white as the logo with a fabric-like texture, which leads us to the back of the shoe. As we reach the back of the shoe, we can see a signal blue back tab featuring the classic white Nike lettering with two separate layers of that signal blue below it. Now, moving on to the front of the shoe, the toe box is in the signal blue, which is found on the majority of the shoe. Towards the middle, the eye stays are also the signal blue snakeskin, just like the mudguard seen below. If we zoom into the tongue, it is signal blue featuring an Undefeated logo in white instead of the Nike logo typically found there. The tongue towards the inside is also cut open, similar to the off-white Jordan 1s or 5s with the same unique style. The shoes come laced with signal blue laces, but they also come with extra laces which are colored in white and sail. Moving on to the inside of the shoe, the sock liner is signal blue, and the insoles are night purple featuring the Dunk vs Air Force 1 logo. Stay tuned later in this video for resale information and where we think these shoes are going in the future.
Starting with StockX, we can see that this release, which retailed at $120, has fluctuated quite a bit. As we look at a mix of all sales, we can see prior to the release that this sneaker was going for $500 plus. We can also see that prices were beyond $1,000 in a couple of outlier sales. Right before the release, we can see prices jump but then slowly decrease from a little over $1,000 to just above $250. As we take a look at Alias, formerly known as GOAT, we can look only at one specific size when it comes to historical sales. For size 10, specifically, we can see that prices started a little over $1,000, but similarly to StockX, began decreasing, arriving at a price a little below $300. As we look at the lowest asks, we can see that prices are sitting around $250 to $300. I believe that in the future, these sneakers will continue to sit around this price until something big happens surrounding Undefeated, or until the next Dunks vs Air Force 1 pack releases. If we take a look at the Undefeated Canteen Dunks, we can see that although prices dipped to below $200, upon the release of the latest edition, they jumped to $250 but did decrease yet again since then. Next, we'll take a look at the Air Force 1s from the original Dunk vs Air Force 1 pack. These are the Ballistic Air Forces, which were in a previous video. Be sure to check that out after this. The Ballistic Air Forces retailed for $140, only $20 more than the recent pack. Prior to release, they were going for a little over $200. After the release, they totally bricked, sitting at $140 to $160, ultimately being the least valued pair of the packs to date. Now, if we go back and take a look at the second sneaker from the pack, the 5 On It Air Force 1s, we can see a similar pattern to the Dunks. Prior to the release, the Air Force 1s were sitting at a price of $350 or less. Air Force 1s tend to have less hype than Dunks, so this all makes sense. The day of the drop, we can see prices over or less than $250, similarly to the 5 On It Dunks. For these Dunks, I definitely see a bright future. I have a strong feeling these will hold their value or even go up. Dunk collabs are always promising, especially with brands like Undefeated. Although these dunks are only sitting around 250 or more, I think that it leaves a good time to purchase and get on the hype train now. When it comes to resell, I believe these would be a decent hold, which could definitely see a rise in the future. If you're looking for a quick buck, however, sooner may be better than later with these. I could definitely see these hitting 300 or more in the near future though.